All right, my Sagittarius friends, Michael Eschenburg here, honest name, bringing you your monthly horoscope for February 2020. Got a lot of good stuff going on for you. All right, we got Mars leaving your first house, entering your second house, accelerating toward making some money this month, right? We've got Mercury about to go retrograde on the 17th. All right, we've got Venus moving out of the sign of Pisces into the fire sign of Aries. All right, let me show you the chart here and show you exactly what's going on. The first one first. Okay, all planets are direct right now. There's an easy flow of energy. There's a forward momentum going on right now that we should all be feeling, despite whatever, aspects are, transiting our own personal charts or out there in general, the squares, little things like that. Everything's moving forward. There's nothing, so we should definitely be feeling this forward momentum kind of energy here at the top of 2020. Okay, so Mercury is going to be the very first planet to go retrograde. All right, that's going to happen on the 17th. However, we have to start paying attention to what's happening on the 2nd, okay, of February. From the 2nd of February all the way to the 17th that's the Mercury shadow period. Let me show you the chart here and show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so I've got mine set for the 4th actually. Okay, so Mercury is already in, okay, so on the 2nd, Mercury is going to be here at 28 degrees, okay? Then it's going to move forward. So Mercury's here at the 28th degree, moving forward. On the 3rd, it enters the sign of it enters the sign of Pisces, out of the sign of Aquarius into the sign of Pisces, all the way till the 17th of the month, okay? And it stops right around here at 12 degrees 53 minutes and begins its retrograde cycle back to the 28th degree of Aquarius, okay? So we're going from your 3rd house of information, siblings, a lot of communication, a lot of, deeper understanding of self, and others, as Aquarius Sun is there right now as well, okay, still highlighting this area of your life about information, seeing both sides of the fence, okay? The Sagittarius, more, and sometimes more is very not good for the other side of the fence, you know what I mean? So right now we're learning a lot about both sides of the fence. Mercury moving out of your 3rd house into your 4th house about home and family, okay? Maybe you're thinking about moving. Maybe you're thinking about relocating. Maybe you're putting a lot of thought into your family life, okay? Or maybe you're thinking about starting a family, all right? So Mercury moves forward till the 17th here at 12 degrees, 53 minutes, then goes backwards, revisiting the shadow period, okay, until March 10th. Then on March 10th on, Mercury revisits that same area in space for the 3rd and final time of the year. Okay, so it's extremely important to start paying attention between February 2nd and the 17th of what's going on, how you're communicating with others, how you're communicating with your family. Mercury is our planet of communication, insight, trading of goods and services, So there's a lot to think about coming to the home front with Mercury entering your 4th house. And again, during this retrograde cycle that's going to be happening. Now, we'll dive deeper into the Mercury retrograde itself in my daily videos. So if you're new to the channel, these monthlies are kind of a broad overview of just what's happening for each sign over the month. But the dailies dive way deeper into like the specific aspects of going on each single day and like the retrogrades and when the planets move and everything in general. So that's number 1, Mercury retrograde and paying attention to the shadow from the 2nd to the 17th. And what, you're going to be revisiting that area in your life. Now on the 7th, Pisces, I'll show you here. Pisces is going to leave your 4th house, okay, love, want, and desire, thinking a lot about home, and enter your 5th house. Okay, this is a really great place to be because this is about your creative self-expression. Sweet Venus here is everything you love, want, and desire. Okay, so your loves, wants, and desires, okay, are going to enter a place of your ego. Okay, and having a healthy relationship with your ego. How you want to be treated is how you want to treat other people. Having, a healthy balance of your own sense of leadership, your own sense of courage, all right? As well, on the 9th and 10th, as I'm circling Chiron right here, Venus is going to meet up with Chiron on the 9th and 10th, depending on where you're at in the world, all right? So there's some sort of a healing that has to happen here, okay? It's saying that there's a need, there's a want, and then there's a desire for healing of the ego, okay? Healing of the ego. Maybe is it overly inflated? An overly inflated Sagittarian ego? No. I mean, I love Sagittarius, but again, there's this sense of like more. And sometimes we don't know our own limits, and that's Saturn's job, that's Capricorn's job, to let us know our boundaries. So if this is a sense of overinflated ego, it's learning that we're pushing other people out of the room that need to be there, that have space as well. So we got to learn to tuck it in. If it's an underinflated ego, not feeling that you're good enough, not feeling that you're strong enough, not feeling that you are enough, and you are, then it's kind of inflating that ego in a positive way, right? So this is learning that balance as Venus enters there on the 7th and connects with Chiron on the 9th and the 10th, okay? Really, really powerful. As well, there's going to be a full moon in the sign of Leo. That's going to happen on the 9th, okay? So again, you got the sun here in Aquarius. It's going to happen at 20 degrees of Aquarius in your 3rd house. This is about information. Again, seeing both sides of the coin, both sides of the fence. Where has my ego been too big for the room? Where has my ego not been, where have I not been shining my light enough? Where have I not been shining my light enough? And as well, where have I been so bright in a sense that I'm blinding everyone around me? Okay, because both of these exist. And the sun is kind of highlighting that as this information is coming out. Okay, then you're going to have your moon illuminating over here. Full moon, full illumination. All right, our emotional needs are about learning a higher sense of knowledge happening here in the sign of Leo. Okay, so this is about you maybe wanting to travel. This is maybe you wanting to gain new insight. This is maybe wanting to gain new knowledge about self that's going to help with the overall knowledge you're receiving, as well as whatever is happening here with Venus transiting your 5th house over the next month. Okay, so this is also not just about ego, but a need to again, find who you are as an individual and bring your light to the world, okay? This is not about imitation. This is about you being the unique snowflake, the unique individual, the unique person that you are, and bringing and shining your light to the world and learning the balance of how to do that, okay? So that's some pretty cool aspects going on here. So that full moon is going to highlight and give you some extra courage here in your, sister fire sign there, brother fire sign, whatever. So you're a Sagittarius sun, Sagittarius rising. The moon, moon's going to be hitting you, and that might light up your chart in a really beautiful and powerful way. Potentially creating a sextile or a septile from the sun to your rising, or to your sun, wherever you're at. All right, so this is a really powerful full moon that's happening on the 9th. Now on the 16th, okay, Mars here, planet of action, entering your 2nd house. All right, now there is so much activity in your 2nd house that it's to be noted. You'll never experience this again for the rest of your life. Never. The month of February is the big shebang, okay, of 2020. This is a huge opportunity for growth in money, for your work, for your job. Okay, that's why Venus moving into the sign of Aries is really important, okay? Because that's also going to form a, potentially a trine on this full moon. Okay, so Venus enters the fire sign of Aries. Depending on where your rising or sun is at over here in the sign of Sagittarius and this full moon, these are all working off of each other like a fire trine, okay? And again, creating this fire and air connection to the sun in Aquarius. All right, so now you've got Mars, your planet of action, in your 1st house, moving out of your 1st house on the 16th into your 2nd house. So leaving the fire sign of Sagittarius, moving into the earth sign of Capricorn. Mars, our planet of action, our planet of desires. It's my hand reaches and grabs. Okay, I've set my mind up, Mercury, my thought process. My heart desires this beverage, reach, grab. quench thirst. Ego happy. All right. So our planet of action and passion, moving forward gracefully or aggressively, whichever one it may be, is going to enter your second house. Okay. So much energy in your second house. Again, you'll never experience this the rest of your life or in 100 lifetimes from now. Okay. This is very unique to you, very unique to this time right now. And it's something to be acknowledged. It's something to be completely aware of and to completely thank and praise whatever, whoever, the universe for, the oneness, the all that is. Okay, so Mars entering your second house is about making money. Okay, this is about you obtaining material pleasures, material goods. Okay, there's nothing wrong with getting more money if that's what you need to survive in this world. Or if it's not money, it's how are you trading your goods and services. Okay. So you got Mars, planet of action, saying I'm driving forward to this. There's money to be made. There's goals to set here. And I'm going to reach the top of the mountain, Capricorn. Okay. Then you've got Jupiter up there, expanding your bank account, expanding your money, expanding your whatever. You got Pluto up there, transformation. You got Saturn up there saying whatever it is, I'm going to do it and I'm going to stick to it. If that means I got to get up at 4 a.m. to learn Kundalini Yoga, to do Satnam, for the next 40 days, I'm going to do it because that's where I see myself going in the future. Because my Venus is about to enter my 5th house. And that's what I want for myself. I want to be a Kundalini Yoga teacher. And I want to go get up every morning and do this. Maybe I don't want to get up every morning at 4 a.m. and do Satnam. But if I want to reach this goal, that's what I got to do over here. So there's nothing stopping me from getting that done. Okay? Really, 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 really powerful. I cannot express again enough this what's happening in your second house connection to what's happening here in your 4th house, home life. Okay, this between Neptune and Pluto creating this septile, this fate-like energy right now. There's just nothing in the world you will ever experience like this for the rest of your life. Transformation, material possessions, material goods, creation of money, expansion of money, making it happen no matter what. Fate, destined, connecting to a higher spiritual source, to a higher spiritual consciousness, connecting to my creativity, connecting to my dreams, taking action. Okay, very, very powerful. Then on the 19th of February, the sun will leave the sign of Aquarius, leave your 3rd house and enter your 4th house. All right, and on the 23rd, we're going to have a new moon right over here. The moon and the sun conjunct in Pisces for a new moon, a new beginning, again in your 4th house. Maybe there's some thinking again about moving. Maybe there's just wanting to expand and show your love to your family on a deeper level. Maybe you're thinking about starting a family and you're working up the courage, Venus moving into the 5th house, working up the courage to ask that person out, to get down on one knee, or to say yes, whatever it may be. I don't know. You know, it's expansion of family. So there's a lot highlighting your family life, a lot highlighting your sense of money, your work, how you're getting things done over there, and Venus entering this place of self-expression creatively, and you learning to be the fire, to be the flame that attracts the moth. You know, very, very powerful here in the month of February. Again, this is energy that we'll never experience for the rest of our lives. We'll talk more about those aspects in the dailies, so stay tuned. Have a happy month of February, my Sagittarius friends. We'll see you tomorrow.